Yo, what's going on, boys? Going to be doing a trade recap for you guys. Yes, different setting, different scenario. I'm just bored, so I'm on my MacBook. I see a lot of people do these trade recaps on their MacBooks and whatnot, and I'm bored and I'm a fat slob, so I'm on my bed and I'm just gonna break down the trade that I took yesterday. Today is Tuesday, but I will be uploading this tomorrow on Wednesday. Um, but the trade that I'm going over I took yesterday, so on Monday. Um, so let's get right into it. This is what I told my Discord. Basically, didn't really have an idea of where we wanted to go off the rip. I could potentially see us going lower if we tapped into this 4 hour up here and potentially sold off to take out draws lower. Or if we kind of just manipulated up and immediately started to dump, um, then we could possibly see lower prices. Didn't really have a bias overall in the day, but we were up a good amount yesterday from um, the overnight session. So just keeping that in mind. And then so here's the trade. Actually, let me show you just the recap and then what I kind of saw. So this is the trade right here. Um, as you can see, and that's kind of why I have trading view open so I can actually show you multiple time frames here, but um just go back. Hate navigating this on the MacBook, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal, truly. Let's just do this. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, we very obviously manipulated up, and this is a setup that I've been taking a lot more in a live setting. I've been getting better at back testing it and finding it while back testing. But recently, the normal continuation setups have been a lot harder to come by. And so when a setup like this appears, I'm going to be willing to take it, right? So yeah, the whole idea is manipulation and distribution. If you guys watch PB trading, he calls it the patty swing. Okay, it's literally just manipulation higher and distribution lower, right? So, let's see where I entered. Yeah, literally, and the thing about these is I love entering off 5 minute closures. Okay, and so I entered. Originally I really liked it off of the first candle, but really just confirming that we're going to continue lower. So I waited a little bit longer, and then entered like right here, a little bit down actually, like right here. And then the other thing I was going to mention, I love having my stop at high of day because that gives the trade full room to breathe. And but like, bro, the odds of me like realistically getting stopped out of a trade that my stop loss is at high of day is very low, right? Is this a? I think this is a data candle that I was not aware of in the moment. Let me just go back, make sure. Um, but yeah, I kind of, I'm a fan of when we reject the same highs over and over again. It kind of gives me more confluence to take a trade in the opposite direction. So when we're kind of, you know, in, I'll even include the data high, but when we're in kind of this rejection zone, and we immediately flip out of that and get strong closures to the downside, that's kind of when I'm seeing the green light, right? And overall, like, yes, we are up, like, let me show you again. We are up in pre-market. Like you can see, we are actively going up, right? We're on this bullish leg back higher. Um, but when we are respecting, these imbalances and, that just like it just makes me want to short, right? Um, Especially like I said, we manipulate off the open. And this setup happens often or has as of lately. we pump right off the open, and then immediately, that V shape, sell off is exactly what I'm looking for. And then literally just entered off, a strong closure on the 1 minute, but also the 5 minute too. I do like entering these based off 5 minute closures. And so yeah, entered and then went break even at this internal low down here. But really just like on these, like any kind of displacement through my entry, I'm probably gonna go break even. Just because that's what seems the most logical to me. Like right after this candle, is probably when I went break even. I posted the live trade on my Instagram, by the way. Just a quick reminder if you guys want to check those out. But we, ended up delivering, trailed my stop to lock in profit, and this was actually a monster trade. It made 1,600 across 10 accounts, so that's where the $16,000 comes into play. I have 5 accounts with Top Step right now, and 5 accounts with Lucid. I just took a $10,000 payout on my Lucid accounts yesterday. Um, and so yeah, I'm probably gonna size down now. Just because um the balance of all, I mean, my Top Step accounts are sitting fine, but now that my Lucid accounts are back down to um I don't know the balance like off the top of my head, but I think I'm gonna size down for my next trade. And then after that, I might size back up. Just honestly, bro, like we got bullish news today. Um, the market is up quite a bit. As you can see, we're up 3% on the day. Um, we got bullish news about the conflict going on in Iran. So the market is obviously soaring right now. Um, and March is coming to an end, and I'm really hoping that for April, we obviously get better price action, right? Because for the longest time in March, we were sitting in these higher time frame ranges. Like, bro, look at this 4 hour chart. Let me even go to the daily. I mean, yeah, like bro, this was March. This was March. Let me see, right here, up until, yeah, this was March for the most part. Just trading in this, range, and like even February too. Like, bro, this is ugly. This is very ugly. And a lot of people lost this month, but for me, it's really just about, you know, lowering my frequency and capitalizing on those A plus trades. And that's why I have been sizing up as of recently. Um, seen me take, you know, trades where I'm making a lot more. Like this one, 1,600, that's very good. But I don't want to be risking like this much on the regular, right? I'm way more comfortable risking 500 to 700, 800 ish, like in that range. Um, but when I start risking like these kinds of amounts, like it obviously does, like it takes a strong mental to accept that risk. And while I think I do a pretty good job of that, I would just way much rather risk less. So that's kind of that. And basically, I just said manipulated higher off open, waited for more confirmation. A lot of people, when they take these trades, they like trying to snipe the entry. In my opinion, it's just yes, you are more prone to being in drawdown when you enter lower, but I'm accepting of that because of my stop loss being at high of day, right? So let me show you what I mean. Where am I going? Um, right here. So if I entered right here, okay. Yes, I could have entered right here. I could have had a tighter stop. Inherently, I could have risked less. But in my opinion, this is just trying to snipe an entry, okay? Even this is a little, like, this is obviously a lot better, but still, like, I need that. For me, like, I always love that extra bit of confirmation. And so this is where I actually entered. And if the idea is right, which is what I'm banking on, I'm not banking on us resweeping high of day, but I am completely fine with being in drawdown if need be, if we eventually deliver it, right? But like, I would rather wait for extra confirmation than to enter, and try to snipe an entry crazy high up, right? Because then, if the idea is wrong, I'm going to get stopped out, right? And so I'd rather wait for more confirmation that we're going to continue in that direction before actually entering. So then again, break even at the internal low. Basically just said, shorts was the play today. Higher time frame was obviously still bearish, even though we were making that leg up. And we're also rejecting out of multiple higher time frame gaps. So anyways, boys, 10-minute long video on this trade recap. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. If you guys have any video ideas, let me know down in the comments, man. I love making these videos. And if you guys want to work with me, you can apply, or you can call me with the first link in the description, and we can see if it's the right fit for you. If not, no biggie. And if you guys need help with your trading, send me a DM on Instagram. That link is also in the description. And appreciate you boys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.